Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. You're welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube channel that gives you quality news and information as it is hot for Biafran land. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification because we will be notifying you on every activities that is happening in Biafran territory. So on that note, let us go straight up to the issue on ground because there are so many things to talk about this morning. A lot has been happening in Biafran land, but the reality is that what will be the outcome come December 1st, December 2nd, when the declaration of Biafra will be going on? What will be the outcome? So many people are anticipating. But let me tell you the truth. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, in his fearlessness, a man who isn't scared of anybody, a man who does not even give a damn about the Nigerian government and their activities, is making sure that he does everything possible to make sure that freedom comes to the indigenous people. Now, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has been on the cruising path lately. Yes, he denounced politics, because of the Biafran freedom. He gave up on politics. He officially decided to stop anything politicking and anything that has to do with politics. Now, let me remind you and rephrase your memory concerning who Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku is. Now, Simon Ekpa, Njoku built a political career for himself in Finland. Not just that, if you notice, Simon Ekpa Njoku is a man who is well known in the political ground when it comes to Finland. Now, Simon Ekpa is a man who is being feared when it comes to political ground in Finland. No wonder Simon Ekpa Njoku is not even scared of what the Nigerian government are trying to do via extraditing him and all that, because he knows he has a strong ground and a strong hold in the politicking in Finland. That is why he is a huge asset in Finland. That is why he is being heard in Finland. That is why he has a very strong hold in Finland, and that is why he's giving it to the Nigerian government. Woto woto. But he has also sacrificed a lot of things. Simon Ekpa Njoku, as we all know, has sacrificed even his family when it comes to this whole Biafran thing. He doesn't even have time for his own family, his kids anymore, because of the fact that the needful has to be done. Just the same way Onyendo Mazinam Kanu also sacrificed himself. In fact, in the last court hearing, you heard when Onyendo Mazinam Kanu made it clear that this whole marginalization, this whole condemnation of Ndibo and all that ends with him. He made it very clear, and that is why that man is being respected and loved, because a man who puts his people first before him is who we call a leader. And that is the character that he has actually passed on to the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who has also put his people first before him. Now, he has actually, officially denounced his political career, and he is making sure that he gives his 100% focus in the Biafran struggle. What will be the outcome of this? It is a great news, and it is a pleasure for me to introduce to you the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku, a man who has actually made it a thing for the Nigerian government to be scared of the Biafran territory. Please enjoy this wonderful broadcast, and do not forget to share this broadcast to as many groups and platforms as possible. As you do so, may God bless you this wonderful Saturday. Shabbat Shalom, my beautiful Sabbatarian.
Adrona Finland, they will be protected. You can't kidnap Onion area Adrona Finland, no, as long as he is, domestic, as long as he is, registered, not the registered. Now, man, the government knows that he is there. You cannot kidnap him. You can't. So he is not being protected because he's a politician. No, it's because he is living in Finland and he is following the laws of the land. He is abiding with the laws. He has never committed any crime. That is all. So I want you to remember that. Just remember that, please. All right, let's continue. Based on the current development, the PM said, throwback. This is the current Prime Minister of Finland. The current Prime Minister of Finland. The dimension to the liberation of Biafra has changed from today. And at the end, my target is to make sure everything that is working in Finland will also work for the Biafra people. Now, the current president of, the current Prime Minister of Finland holding our Prime Minister's, image and, or should I say, flyer. Probably this is when he was, contesting for election in Finland. Probably. And this man, as you see now, is the incumbent Prime Minister of Finland. I want you to see how connected the man is. The current Prime Minister of Finland. Remember, the current president of Finland is also his best friend. Are you paying attention? So Biafrans, that's what I told you. When you are going to bed, actually, on behalf of Indibo, you tell God on behalf of Indibo. You already know why you are thanking him for giving us Mazi Samaneba. Honest, I told you I'm not here to praise him. If well, if for change, yes, I've given you my foundation, which those of you like Indiochie who are here knows what I'm saying is the truth. You know when I started, you know where we were when Mazinam Dekano was taken. Even some people was calling me on phone and asking me, Biafra, I start giving order. Those who were calling me that time, if you are listening now, you will bear me witness. Some people were calling because we have already gone far then. So I'm not here to praise the Prime. I'm saying it based on what he's doing, what he has done, and who he is at the moment. And that is the truth. Thank you, Happy Ume, for the, of course, the super chat. God bless you. We move. Now, let's continue. Let's continue because we've got a lot to discuss this evening. A lot. So much things to talk about. I told you that today's broadcast will be very, very emotional. It will be very, very emotional. And everything that I'm saying now, the Zoo Janjaweed media is reporting them. The Janjaweed media of the zoo is reporting them. Now, let me show this one. If you haven't liked and shared the broadcast, please, I want you to do so unless you are not one of us. I want more Biafrans to be here. I want more Biafrans here because this very information must go across the Biafra land and beyond. Now, the PM said, when I was one Nigerianist years back, I hosted some officials from northern Nigeria in my home in Finland. They can confirm to others that I remain the good guy. The terrorist state should not go and engage or attack them. They know nothing about me. When I hosted them, I made sure they ate first class. I made sure they are first class Biafra. I made sure they ate first class Biafra egusi soup. First class egusi soup and pounded yam. When I decided to fight for Biafra, I blocked all of them. I blocked all of them. Chai. His best friends, so his best friends, his friends. He blocked all of them. Ịma ndị Igbo si na ọ bụ na mkpịsị aka gị ga-aduba, ọ bụ ndị Igbo Bible sị na kama mkpịsị aka gị kama aka nne gị ga-eduba gị n'ọkụ mmụọ, egbubie ya. Because if he had not blocked them, the zoo might have gotten him through these friends of his. He said, I block every Nigerian politician that I know and cut off communication till date. Till date. Look at them here. From Northern Zoological Republic. There's a time they were doing saga. Is it not the same person who was fighting some Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of Èkpá? He's a one Nigerianist. He's a Nigerian agent. He's this and that. I look at them, I say, fools everywhere. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a one Nigerian. You can never be one Nigerian than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of that, I will bring a video. I hope I will find that video here. I strongly hope to find that video. Let me look for it. Nobody is more one Nigerian than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You want to doubt it? Do you really want to doubt it? Are you sure you want to doubt it? Let me look for that video. Remember what I said? Nobody. I said nobody, including me. I've never been one Nigerian before. My own is Amrumiche. I have been enemy of Nigeria from beginning. Since I have always been an enemy of Nigeria. Even Nagwagebo pure. Very soon you people will know. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children and men all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government, through the High Commissioner, that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mandate in their government. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot... Did you hear him? Those of us in the UK, we are determined, we are ready to work with the government of Nigeria for peace. We are ready to work with Nigerian government for peace. And guess what? This man led a protest in United Kingdom to number 10 Downing Street, London, against Boko Haram massacre of innocent people in the northern Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led a protest. Are you paying attention? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led a protest against Boko Haram that was wreaking havoc in northern Nigeria, and he confessed here that he is ready to work with Nigerian government for peace. You can't beat that. Anthony Annie, thank you so much for your wonderful super chat. God bless you. I appreciate. You can't beat that. This man was fighting for the Northern Zoological Republic as a one Nigerian. You can't beat that. So whenever, let me finish it.
Not stomach. It's a repeat of 1966 in Nigeria, so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing. All over.
Now, you see, whenever they tell you, Simon Èkpá was fighting for Ike Kuremadu, he's a Nigerian agent, refer them to this video. Refer them to this video. Ask them, what was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then? And is he still not a Nigerian agent now? Ask them a very simple question. That's why, they know me. Have you ever seen any of them talking before and they mention Biafra Unite? Have you ever seen any, I said any of them talking and mention Biafra Unite? They can never mention Biafra Unite because they know drop on your own is finished. Okay, that woman in Spain. There's that woman in Spain. I don't want to mention her name. Obutraro siniru akwụkwọ wee kpọọ Biafra Unite si na mụ gara mụ mere podcast kọsịọ broadcast wee kpaa afa ya nsi ya, look, what you have done is evil and I want you to tender a public apology or else you are finished. If you don't do a public apology, I will expose you. She thought it was a joke. Her group, they were three strong, very strong women then. After my broadcast, that was their end. Nobody heard about them again. Okay, Mecca Livingstone, now the other woman, I don't know where that woman is. Can somebody remind me the name of that woman, please? Can somebody help me? Remind me the name of that woman. That woman that was working with Mecca Livingstone. What's the name of that woman, please? Can somebody remind me the name of that woman? I forgot her name. When they were running up and down, bashing on our prime minister, if Young Ubiko, yes. If Young Ubiko, yes. When they colluded together with Mecca Livingstone and that idiot in America, the other idiot, the other man in America, I don't even remember their names. I wrote something, I told them to tender public apology to Biafrans and the prime minister, or else only one broadcast I will do, you are gone. They thought it was a joke. I saw them making broadcasts. They say one of them, Biafra Unite, say, oh yeah, he is going to expose them. I was looking at them. The day I did that broadcast, those of you who are here will bear me witness. After that day, that was their end. Till today, till today, am I lying? If I'm lying, please let me know in the comment section. Till today, as I'm talking to you, till today, that was all. Because I got an evidence that if Young Ubiko's husband is a member of DOS, with evidence, a Jimmy Tipiafa, that was the end. Nobody hears about them till today. If you know what I'm saying now, let me know in the comment section. I don't make mouth. That's why it is very, very difficult for them to mention my name in their gossip. How many of you have seen them talking about Biafra Unite? They can't. They can't. They can't talk. They can't mention Biafra Unite because their own is finished. Their own is finished. Mazi Simon Ekpa does not have their time anymore. He has gone beyond them. He's now the prime minister. He won't come to start, talking about urchins, umu okoko. He won't. Some Biafra their own is finished. Okay, finally. So whenever you hear them talking about the prime minister is a Nigerian agent, is this and that, refer them to this video. Ask them, what was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu then? He led a one Nigerian protest in number 10 Downing Street, London. Yes. You see? Now, let's go back to what we were talking about. So you see, the prime minister hosted northern Nigerian, people in his home in Finland. And what did he do when he joined the Biafra liberation? He cut them off. That is how you know a man who is pure in heart, who is very, very determined, because these are the people that they would have used. The zoo would have used these people to get at him. They will come here because they know the road, they know where he is, they know his home. This is his home. They would have come here, and if you want them to kneel down, they will kneel down. If you want them to call him all manner of names, praise him, call him the whole name in this world, the best names, they will do it in order to get him, listening to them. What did he do? He cut them off. It did not end there. Let us continue. Like about this broadcast. I don't know what I would. Maybe you are against us. You are not one of us. If you are one of us, you must share it. If you are one of us, you have only one option, which is to share the video. Now, let us see this one. We are going to, of course, play the video and watch it from beginning till the end. Pay attention, my people. Let me first of all read what the Prime Minister has written this very evening. He said, throwback. My election campaign jingle. This was how I campaigned, going to the grassroots, asking the people what they think we should change and what we should better in our city and environs. After that, we go to work. This is the democracy and leadership I am bringing to Biafra, where the citizens will say what they want and the government and leaders will do it for them. Chai. Let me tell you, before Mazi Simon Èkpá came to Finland, before he traveled from the zoo to Finland, Finland has already become a developed nation. I want you to pay attention. I'm taking you somewhere. Before the prime minister got to Finland, Finland has already become a developed nation. Right? Yet him and his team never got tired of building a better nation than what he met. How many of you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we are going to build Biafra for 70 years? How many of you remember? I want you to say yes, I remember, in the comment section. How many of you remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we are going to build a nation? Who remembers? Who remembers? If you remember, tell me yes. For 70 years, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we shall build Biafra for 70 years. I said it sometime in the past. Sometime I just, use the same word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. sometime in the past, and I saw somebody writing in the comment section, calling me all sorts of names, saying you are mad. You are going to build Biafra for 70 years. Are you going to be, will you be alive to 70 years? I was laughing. I was laughing. I was amazed the way people think. We shall build Biafra for 70 years. Those who are here now, those of us who will start the, who will start the building. Those of us who will begin to build Biafra may not be the one to build it till 70 years. Even though we are alive till 70 years from now, we will not be there building Biafra till 70 years. Regime after regime, regime after regime, they will be coming, building until you get a developed country, a developed nation, not developing. There is no developed nation in Africa. What we have in Africa is developing nations. Or not even nations, they just attach nations to them, but they're not nations. What you have in Africa is developing countries. There is no developed country in Africa. Developing, they are still on the process. Even that process is not working. It's not working. So what you have is developing. That's why they put it developing, because the process is there, but it's not working. It's not happening. So for you to get a developed nation, it takes a lot. You are going to build. It must not be the people who started it will complete it. Regime after regime, regime after regime, you keep building until you get what you were looking for, until you get to that standard as it is right now in Dubai, as it is right now in Europe, as it is right now in America, as it is right now in United Arab Emirates. Now, let me tell you, even in America, people are still building. Please, is my voice coming out? Because I saw a sign now. Is my voice? Let me know very fast. Let me know in the comment section. Is my voice coming out right now? Please let me know in the comment section so we can continue. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Biafrans, are you listening? Can you hear me? If my voice is coming out clear, please let me know in the comment section. Okay. You see? AFB Global, thank you so much for double super chat you have done. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. We move. AFB Global, thank you. Now, you see, we keep building until you get to that standard that you are now being called a developed nation. Now, Finland has already become a developed nation before Mazi Samanekpa even stepped his foot in Finland. Yet, he went to grassroots asking people that he is higher than them in position. Remember, according to what he said here, he said, my election campaign jingle, this was how I campaigned, going to the grassroots, asking the people what they think we should change and what we should better in our city and environs. He went to the grassroots on the street, asking people what they think. You see, some countries are building houses for citizens. Free houses. Free, I say free. FREE. Free houses for their citizens. Government is building free houses given to their citizens. Free. Countries are doing it. Many countries are doing it. Governments are giving free education from nursery to university to the citizens. And it is mandatory that every citizen must go to school. Mandatory, whether you like it or not, because you are not spending your dime. It is free of charge. You go to school and get educated. Free. These are what the citizens want. You go to the street, grassroots politicking. You go to the street, you ask the citizens, what can we do to better your life? They will tell you, you jot it down. You can see the Prime Minister has his own book there. He has his own book. Look at it. His own diary to write down whatever the people are saying, because once he goes back to the office, Obanyanolu immediately. Obanyolu, one hand. You see that? Throw back. Throw back. Rotifengaloge, once you go to sleep, once you go to your bed, you kneel down to pray to your God. Say, thank you, Jehovah, for giving us this man. I'm not praising him, I'm telling you the truth. Or else 2021 is just 3 years, going to 4 years now. Anibo Karebo, a desolated area, a desolated, a location would have been worse than what you are seeing in both Benue State and Plateau State. Would have been worse. In fact, Plateau State would have been a joke. Just a child's play, a playground for children, to compare with what would have been happening right now in Igbo land. Because now we be their stumbling block. For them to get to the so-called South-South, for the Fulani to overrun South-South is just like this. Azeba, Imote Saba Azeba, just a twinkling of an eye. For Fulani to overrun South, I am saying it in the public. For Fulani to overrun South is just a twinkling of an eye. If you are from the so-called South and you are listening now, thank your God for the Igbo people. For Fulani to overrun your land is just a twinkling of an eye. Your savior is that there are people called Ndibo, that before they get to you, they must pass that Ndibo. They must pass through Ndibo before they get to you. For them to overrun your land is a twinkling of an eye. It would have been very easy for them. But before they get there, they must pass east, which is not easy. It is not easy for them because we have warriors. We have warriors. That's why when I see some of these stupid idiots, they say they are from Benin, talking rubbish on TikTok, I will look at them, I will laugh. Every useless nonsense thing they are talking, I laugh at them. I usually listen. I usually listen to them. I will laugh. I said, these fools who do not understand what Fulani has in cupboard for them. You are castigating a people that has been your life, your savior, that you are still living today. Your land is not witnessing anything. Can you hear my voice, please? Let me know again if my voice is coming out clear, because I don't understand, the network. Can you hear me, please? Biafrans, can you hear my voice? If you can hear me, let me know, please, so that we can continue, because I don't understand the network. Can you hear me, Biafrans? All right. So, if you are from where they say is South, and you are joining some of these cowards on social media, Twitter and the TikTok, talking ill against Ndibo, you are not supposed to exist. The truth of the matter is that you are not supposed to be a human being. You are not supposed to live. Because more Burundibo, the Fulani to overrun you, to leave their whatever in Atlantic Ocean is just a twinkling of an eye. Boom, you are gone. You are gone. Who do you have? Is it not Asari Dokubo? Asari Dokubo and who? Who else? Ateketon. These are all sellout. Because those of you in those areas will be looking at these people. You'll be looking up to Asari. You'll be looking up to Ateketon. You'll be looking up to all of them, including Kedun Kozo, who led the Niger Delta Avengers. What's his name? He is currently working with the zoo government now. What's his name? Tom Polo. You will be looking at people like Tom Polo, because these are your, your hard men, your hard men. Odogunu Jaba. Ndị a bụ ndị odogunu Jaba. These are your hard men in your land. The likes of Ateketon, the likes of Tompolo, the likes of Asari Dokubo. These are your hard men. But guess what? They are not with you. These men are women in the eyes of the Fulani. These men, Ateketon, Tompolo, Asari Dokubo, these are women in the eyes of the Fulani, because they are answerable to the Fulani. Many of them, Fulani has given them contract to protect pipelines. Many of them are answering yes sir to Fulani. Many of them are being, sexually, embarrassed by Fulani, and they are men. So in the eyes of the Fulani, they are women. So they can never protect you. Do you know what Tom Polo did, signed, went through for him to be given the contract that he is running today in Niger Delta? Do you know what Fulani has done to Asari Dokubo? Do you know? Do you know? You don't know. So these men you will be looking up to are all sellout. If you are seeing an Igbo man as your problem, you are not seeing an Igbo man as your human savior, you are not supposed to exist. Because without Igbo, it is just a twinkling of an eye, Fulani will overrun you. Because those that you'll be looking upon will disappoint you, because they are slaves to Fulani. They are slaves to Fulani. Look at Asari. Look at Asari Dokubo. He's now lamenting. He's lamenting. His lamentation does not change anything. The Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army controlled by the Fulani has told him, Tinisi in the war front. Kaigosigi. Come and check on us. Let us show you. Today, I'm telling you today, the zoo has responded to Asari Dokubo's lamentation. They asked him to come to the war front and see. Let us watch this.
Ongelmia tai minkälainen vaikeuksia ja haasteita se olet kokenut ja niin lapsiperheellä?
No, varmaan suurin ongelma, jos täällä jotakin hyrhyjä pyörii näissä puistoissa.
We are just going to hear our Prime Minister speak. Though he's not speaking English, he's speaking in Finnish. So we'll just hear the way he speaks. Then we'll skip the video and jump to another one, because you cannot hear what he's saying. So we'll just hear how fluent he is in speaking Finnish. Then we'll jump it, because everything they say here was said in, of course, Finnish language.
Se on ainut oikeastaan, mikä on niinku huolestuttanut ehkä pikkusen, että ei täällä nyt ongelma ole, mutta meillä täällä törmää noihin sellaisia ihmisiä, ketkä nyt ei välttämättä tänne puistoihin kuulu.
Kuulu, joo. Ja ei välttämättä niinku lapsi mukana.
Joo, ei todellakaan.
Joo.
Et siellä on pussissa muita kuin lapsia.
Okei.
Kaljaa ja tämmöistä. Mutta ei se nyt ongelma täällä on, mutta välillä tapahtuu.
Joo. Millä tavalla voidaan niinku puututtaa?
No ei siinä muuta kuin mukot pois täältä. Et jos ei täällä olla niinku leikkimässä, niin ei tänne. Se, että kyllä täällä muutkin voi istua, mutta sitten jos rypätään ja rellestään, niin se ei oikein kuulu tällaisen.
Tämä oikeasti liittyhän niinku turvallisuuslaki.
No joo, siihen kyllä oikeastaan.
Joo. Turvallisuuslaki.
Kyllä.
Okei. Ja niin onko itse asiassa esimerkiksi tapahtunut sulle tai...
No ei, siis...
Okay, let us jump into, of course, another, of course, no. Men no. Biafra were men. Yes, now this is going to be a more clear. This is going to be clear than the previous tweet. This one is clearer than the previous tweet. You know, the previous tweet, he said that he is not, he talked about campaign. He's not going to campaign this year because of Biafra agitation, right? But my own title said, the Prime Minister, according to my title, Prime Minister Simon Èkpá officially quit politics in Finland to focus only on Biafra liberation. So, but his first, tweet says breaking, and he talked about campaign. He's not going to campaign this year because of Biafra. But now this very tweet makes it clearer that he has quit the politics in Finland. Let me read it. He said, as I live, finish politics. Oh, try. Now, Kifa Emelo, this man. Kifa Emelia. As I leave finish politics to focus on Biafra liberation, will be committed to continue to support my political party. It is important to me that I share some great memories with my fellow Biafrans to know how far and how well I have come in this journey. The 8-point agenda of Simon Èkpá. Chai. Yo. Now, wow. As I leave finish politics to focus on Biafra liberation. That's all. As I leave finish politics to focus on Biafra liberation. I don't want to go into the 8-point agenda. It's going to take me a lot now to download this and then, play it, show it from a different software. I may not, go into that now, but you have seen it. Let us look into another thing. Or should I even share? Let me even, as I continue to show you these things, let me, of course, share the link. Let me, as I continue to show you these things and analyze them, let me share the link to this very studio so that those of you who would like to join me here will do so, and then, of course, make your own contribution. The link right now is in the comment section. Whether you're watching from YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching from, you will click the link if you want to make your contribution, if you want your voice to be heard concerning this very latest development. This is the biggest sacrifice the Prime Minister of BFGIE has done to Biafran people. If you want to make your own comment on this, click the link in the comment section and join me live in the studio while I continue to bring this, of course, his comments to the screen for more and proper analysis. Now, let us see another one. He said here, he said, throwback. The youth in my city wanted to have outside gym. This is the first time I'm hearing that government is the one responsible to give people gym. Kedoge Afonisi, a black man in his own nation, not a black man in Europe, a black man living in Africa. When are we going to reach this level? We have suffered a lot. Africa has suffered a lot. When will a black man in Africa get to this level, to this standard? We are reading it, we are watching it on television, we are seeing it on television. We are longing for this.